Hey guys, what is up? I am Devil Driven. It's Monday, it's ladder leverage day, and I got the Shupe player himself, Beardybog. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
Hello, hello. Pleasure to be here, and yeah, always happy to indulge into more, Shupe gameplay, right? So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And then calviet kind of like really facilitates Shupe since you can just pull him on demand, possibly with his leader ability. So
Exactly. It
he's
makes like Shupe as consistent as possible when it comes to decks other than SK.
right.
Um, so the another possibility which you could run in this deck is Albric.
That's what I was gonna say. The non-inclusion of Albric. I was gonna ask you about it. Do you think it's needed or?
No, I don't think so, because I think this deck is as high roll as it gets, so we don't need Albric, we just draw good cards.
Yep,
And when you draw good cards, Albric is a bad card, right? So,
yeah, especially in round 3 could be okay since you got
no, I mean,
calviet,
it's not bad because it's Calviet, right? But like in theory, like if you draw your good cards, like Albric is not needed, right? And then basically, for instance, like Fake Siri, right? Fake Siri has a purpose in this deck. Like it destroys all those like summoning circles going around, all those like frighteners going around. So basically, you have like double artifact removal potentially, which just like crushes some decks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you go up against Arrakis Queen and you take out their circle and their
right
thing.
So when you look at this deck,
them.
exactly. When you look at this deck, you can take it, for instance, as kind of like a jack of all trades, right? You have potential answer to everything. So that's why I think this deck is fairly powerful. Like in my opinion, this is the best NG deck in the game currently.
Yeah, I mean,
I
can
tried
only
various versions.
I can only imagine what it does to the poor NR with all the locks and
Oh yeah,
banishes and
I
everything.
think Hansel cannot win. Like I think Hansel cannot win. You have Gimpy,
stealing their Arbalist. I mean,
yeah.
I just the minute I seen this deck, I was like, poor NR. This thing just shits all over him, man. There's not a prayer.
I think like my last game with this deck was against Mr. Spiro, and he was playing cancelled, and yeah, that was a pretty sad day for him.
They don't get to play anything, man. I mean, it's just
I mean, if you win coin, and by win coin I mean if you're in red, I think you have like a decent shot against every deck. On red, on blue is kind of tricky because you need to find a pass at 7 without losing your card, and that's like
and not having 8 bronzes in your hand like we did in the one.
Yes, exactly, and that's exactly the problem, right? Because you need to play your trash cards at some point, and if you're on blue, like you can't play your trash cards if they open with like Heralded Roach, for instance, if you're against SK, and then like you're in trouble already. But I think one more thing which this deck does like really well, it plays around toll removal. So, for instance, we don't have Vivian. We don't have Gregoire, right? So you can completely brick enemy toll removal, which the current meta is very prevalent and popular. So like Geralt is in pretty much every second deck.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big deal, honestly. And we don't have our own toll removal for the same reason, because sometimes you just take a brick. So let's say like Leo, he's potentially 3 for 10. Which is just not acceptable since like everyone plays around it. Instead, we play Shillet, and Shillet just destroys SD deck, destroys like Oak, destroys Sheldon Skags. Just a very good card. I would say it's probably the strongest NG card if I had to say either Swiss or Shillet.
Yeah, it's watching somebody just pile on them buffs on Sheldon, and then you just play this.
Like
you could just feel their soul fall out of their body. That just hits the ground. They're just
exactly.
It's like losing in the stock market. You just see everything crash before your eyes. You're like, oh no. Yeah, we'll go through the cards here. Of course, it's a Shupe deck. Your best pull is usually your hunter, but there are you can go for the artifact removal, which can extremely crush someone.
Yeah, so in a short round, you can just go like Knight for 4 damage or boost 4. It's okay.
Yeah. Roach. People are gonna see this Roach and Swears and everything. They're probably gonna just try to remove these because they think you got Vivine, and you're not that sad about it. You know what I mean? They might even overkill it just to get it off of the board.
Exactly. But then you can probably get like a second aside with bribery or something of the kind. So yeah, there's like a bunch of like scenarios.
Right. The Lethal Ox and Searit combo. I think it's auto include. I don't see how you play.
It is auto include. It is very good, but at the same time, as I was saying before, that's also I think the main weakness of this deck. For instance, if you fail to draw your Searit, the other two witches are very bad. And yeah, that's very tricky.
And
you have like no guaranteed.
Having just a Letho in hand really stings too. Just playing a.
I mean, it's like 6 for 8, which I guess it's not terrible. I mean, but it still is, right? Because like going from 9 to 6 is a pretty huge deal.
Yeah,
huge deal.
We mentioned
also like if you don't find Orcs against Anna, then you're also in a very bad spot.
Yeah.
So like Orcs against Anna is super important, and in other matchups like Searit is the most important card after Shupe,
right.
I would say.
Yeah, we mentioned Shillard. He just shits all over scoia'tael.
Very good card. Very good card.
It just he's like you said, he's probably the most overpowered Nilfgaard card that you can have because he just no matter what, he's almost always going to get his 9. I think.
Exactly. It's like 8 at least, but it's usually like more than 8 to be honest.
Right. Yeah, and especially too if it's like an engine, like if you hit like what's his name?
Olaf, for instance.
Yeah, Olaf, or if they have what's his name, the duel guy, Selkirk. I mean, you give him a 1-point duel.
I mean, usually that's pretty sad. Usually it hits like Draug against Anna, and it hits like Olaf against SK, and it hits Sheldon or Oak against ST, and all those pulls are pretty good. So
absolutely. Gibby Gerwin, he
almost that's like a flexible slot, I think.
Yeah, he can help you win round 1 though, because everybody tries to get them thins out. You know, they play their volunteers, they play their the dryads, the 2 dryads. You know, it's like
yeah, true, but even in that like scenario, he's only 9 for 9, which is like good, but it's not like super good. However, I think that the fact that he does like 3 damage is still very important, right? Because sometimes you go leader and try to get some kind of damage to remove a pesky engine, like let's say like a 1-point Olaf or something, and you don't have like a way to remove it, right? And then, you know, having that like guaranteed 3-point removal, which pretty much removes any engine in combination with your other cards, is very important. And then of course, like in some matchups, he's crazy against like Slave Swarm, against like Draug decks. So in my opinion, the card is still very, very good.
Right. Bribery, I mean, being able to pull some good stuff out of your opponent's deck, especially their golds, man, like you mentioned, Oak and stuff like that. It's like you could just take their win condition, you know, from them.
Yes, I think it's well worth the risk for 8 provisions. Sometimes it can low roll, but even that low roll is going to be like 5 points, so it's not like a dead 3-point card or something, right?
Right.
So
that, or it might pull an engine and, you know, force their hand on some kind of removal that, you know, you have other stuff.
But I think Bribery is a very, very solid card. Like sometimes, like on average, is like around 7 or 8 points, which is like okay. But sometimes you can just like straight up win your game. For instance, what I did yesterday was like go Bribery into Geralt against Harold's Dago, right?
Oh my
because
god!
I knew the running Geralt, right? So like in those like scenarios, you just like win with Bribery, or you can get like Oak, whatever, Ida against like Trap, stuff like that. Just like wins you the game on spot. So it's like another win condition, basically.
Absolutely. We mentioned Letho already.
Yeah,
Seer, you know, he or she got the, you know, you can bring back your Roach. Or you can put something back in their deck if you are going up against monsters.
Yeah, for instance, like what I like doing with Asai when they banish Roach or something, or when you play against like no unit shenanigans, you can go. So presumably use Fake Siri round 1 to remove an artifact, and then you can go Asaya, put back Fake Siri, and then try to get it again with Leader, and then you potentially have like triple artifact removal. It's pretty funny.
Treyhorn, this might cause your opponent to concede on whenever you play it. If you banish their Shupe, you banish they're oak or whatever. I mean, they're just it's.
And I think it's like so very reasonable card to run at the moment, since like everyone tries to thin as much as possible around one, and then there's a lot of outbreaks going around, a lot of like Fisher Kings, a lot of Naglfars and Trajan cancels. All those cards pretty damn hard. Pretty damn hard.
Yeah, he's probably these two guys need to start like a wrestling tag team, Shillard and Trehorn, because they just piss people off so bad.
I agreed.
We mentioned Ox already, huge against
Ox is a great card. Ox, like Super Lock, is such a big feature.
Yeah, as False Siri, I mean, she's got decent points, and being able to move something can always be huge.
Movement is very strong. Like you can disable an engines with movement, so I think the card is very strong. Yeah,
absolutely. Slave Infantry, if they don't take something off the board, and leave it at a 2 or a 1.
It's just like points, which is solid points.
Yeah, it can come up huge. Peter, I think he's auto include as well. He's
always
going to find
like a very, very, very cheap card and very, very good on average. Yeah.
Yeah, Northern Wind, like you mentioned, banishing their Roach, or what are some other like their engines? Some people like running like Necromancy and stuff.
Well, for instance, against like exactly, that's a good point, and also for instance against like Svalbard, you want to banish Herald because it denies the Renewed Herald, for instance. You can also banish Deathlove when they go Carontyranid. Like there's like some niche scenarios. So I think the card is overall like decent. Like obviously it's like cuttable, but you don't have many good cards to run in 5P, so I think this is good.
Yeah, always being able to banish something I think's huge. Now, when we get into our bronze package, there's a lot of like mulligan fodder, really. I mean, Cutthroat and Scholar. You really don't want to play these. If you do, I mean, and you got the Sergeant, it might work out okay for you.
Okay,
but
I suppose. Yeah.
You don't really want these cards. The Knight, I mean, it's nice to play if you're going first.
Proactive, yes.
Pikeman, opponents get scared of this card because they think you're running Lacerate. So if they don't remove it,
I was actually running Lacerate initially, but I've come to the conclusion that deck just like removes everything. So like Lacerate just like doesn't find good value on average.
No. The Cavalry, I mean, it's a lock, another one, and it helps enable your Slave Driver, which is pretty great.
Yeah. The last two cards, last two bronzes, are actually very good. Everything else is trash. Like those Slave Driver and like To Send Knight Errant, they're actually very good cards.
Yeah.
The other cards are like garbage. Like obviously, like Infiltrator is very good if you draw it at the right in the right round, like round 1 or round 2. It's a good card. Yeah. I guess like Arbalest is also a good card against some decks. So yeah.
Arbalest and Infiltrator, they're like I'm going to save this card. My opponent's going to pass. I play it the next turn.
Yes, exactly.
It's just like a. Another
it's
card where
like
you're just sticking you're sticking your finger up at your opponent. Thanks for passing. Here's no waters for you.
Exactly.
But
and the other cards are pretty garbage.
Yeah, but that's the list. Like always, guys. Do we have anything coming up on the website? TeamLeviathanGaming.com. If you guys don't check it out,
I think we are in the process of like updating the meta snapshot, so we're gonna include some like spicy decks like Aradin or Orgasmic Aradin, as I like to call it, right? So
nice. I miss Aradin.
Yeah, I think like Aradin is an okay spot. Like obviously it's not the strongest monster leader, but it's like playable right now, I would say.
Yeah, you got a little mini buff. I mean, it's decent.
Yeah, like we're gonna have some new decks there, I believe, and then there's that like TOG tournament coming in 2 weeks. So
definitely sign up for that. I'll put the link for that as well if you guys want to get into a tournament.
There are some like very big names, so like I highly suggest that you check it out, join, and of course there's like even some like money prize, so it's
$250 total?
Yeah, that's a decent amount for playing Gwent, right?
Right. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I can't enter it. I think it's on a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on a Saturday. But that, like always, guys. Thank you for watching. I think too they're coming up with a crafting guide here too, an updated crafting guide since we got new starter decks. So if you're new to the game, keep an eye out for that. But every Monday, Ladder Leverage, we get one of the amazing Team Leviathan Gaming pros on, and they play with this scrub right here. So
Yeah, we had like really fun games. I believe like we basically didn't have like optimal draws. So
Yeah, but I like when we get hands like that because it shows you that you can still win. It's not catastrophic. Like, oh no, we just lose.
For sure. That's like the beauty of Gwent, I suppose. So yeah,
Right.
Winning with what you got. Yeah. So
yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys at the end.
of the.
Right. Uh-oh. Does he know your list?
Nah.
Shupe, huh? So here we go.
This hand looks pretty damn awful,
I
but
was gonna say, yeah, I got the bronze, the bronze score down. But
okay, so bomb is actually good. We're gonna banish roach.
probably.
Probably scholar.
And we get a
Oh
cut
my
through.
god, this hand is so bad.
Yeah, we got.
A series okay to disable infiltrator. It's like okay in mirror, but usually with this deck we would just like play. Yeah, exactly what happened. Exactly what I predicted. We don't play it first. We played Sergeant first, but usually in mirrors and like most of the matchups, if you're on red, you just like play 3 bad cards and pass.
Right.
But since our hand is like complete garbage, we need to play as as possible, so we can get rid of
These bad cards.
as many bad cards as possible. Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully it will work to our advantage. We also have the pikeman, which is pretty good, since he has infiltrated there already. So I guess we have some decent cards. Pikeman is pretty okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the card a lot. It's like they're catapult or whatever. So which one do we move?
We could banish. So since we have Arbalest in hand, we could use Northern Wind to banish the pikeman, because we can banish Roach with Arbalest, right?
Right.
So it's fine. But Bomb is like a pretty neat card. Like you can banish Roach, you can banish, for instance, what's the name of the card? Deathlove as well. So it's a pretty neat card. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, if they use an early Swears, you can banish late round. I guess that's not really what you want in your hand.
Yeah, of course. But like for in Angie Mirror, I think like if you have it round 1, it's pretty good.
So we just go pikeman.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't proc the 1-point guy, which kind of sucks, but he always dies, I suppose.
Yeah, he's just bait.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he goes to 2 or not. Like he still dies to like slave driver, right? So.
Right.
So I guess if you had Professor, the Oxen with Scholar, it will go to 3. So I guess maybe there was consideration to keep it, I suppose, because of Sergeant. But ultimately, we don't want to have like any of those cards in our hands. So.
Yeah, I drew none of these.
Okay, so if we had Trahan here, imagine what would happen. Just imagine if we had Trahan here. Just let's pretend we have the card. Jesus Christ.
Because it is Shupe, huh? It's looking like it.
Yes, so we would have discarded Shupe, but unfortunately we didn't.
So do we move it now in case he's gonna pass?
Yeah, sure.
We all make sacrifices.
And we're up, which is nice.
Sure. And when he TAs, we have the guy which plays for 6 plus 1 Sergeant, which is pretty good.
Right.
When I want to win this round, because we need to drop our carryover plays, like Banish Roach with Arbalest, or play Trahan or Infiltrator, and any of the kind, so we don't want to win the round.
Right.
We don't want to win the round card down. That's the
ideal scenario, huh?
Bow before Nilfgaard's rightful empress.
So we still just play it, huh?
Yeah, it's enough. We could play also Peter. Peter could be probably useless later on.
You don't think he's running like Vivine or whatever?
Vivian is gonna be dead since we're gonna banish the Roach, right?
Well, if he has Swears.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, I don't like keeping Peter in Engineers round 3. I mean, both cards are bad, but like this gives us a head.
Right. Yeah, now he's kind of. Well, I mean, granted, our hand. If our hand was had a little bit more gas, he'd be in big trouble.
True, but to be fair, we do have like an engine which he doesn't seem to care about. So, and we played most of our bad cards. So
Right.
if you can get like the 2-point guy and okay.
So we just bleed something.
Then he passes. Then we don't get to banish Roach. I mean, we do play 2 bad cards though, so yeah, I would play. I would play.
What are we banning, or what are we bleeding? Theory?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's gonna pass anyway. I mean, maybe he's crazy and he keeps playing, but
Oh, he's playing. He's in it to win it.
maybe.
This is the battle of.
I mean, this is a really good pass for him. I mean, I would pass, but guess he won't.
The battle of the chair magicians. Here we go.
Chair magicians.
So we're just playing that too, huh?
Yes, yes. Which is unfortunate. If our hand was like literally, hand was so bad. Probably one of the worst opening hands I've seen.
Well, I mean, if we would have had Treyhorn, we would have got an instant concede right there.
Yes. Yes. However, okay, that's a good card. That's also a good card, and that's also a good card.
Hey.
Now they keep on coming.
So we just keep this,
so-
huh?
No, we mulligan Arbalist. Try to find Shillard. That's yeah. I guess we keep it. He might be having like, if it's not Shupe, he might be having a second set of slaves. So.
So far,
Might be Shupe though.
yeah.
So I guess you could consider mulligan Gimpy. Yeah, if he's Shupe, it's bad. I mean, that's still okay. So I guess we pass. When you have triple witches, that's pretty good.
Right.
The card we want is Swiss. Okay, so it's not Shupe, so which means keeping Gimpy was probably correct. But we're gonna find again. It's just like classic mulligan feature.
Right.
So
Feature.
Gimpy's coming like first card. Yeah. Okay, Swiss is good. Okay, so Scholar goes. Okay, there's the Gimp. I think that card is actually decent since we have double lock already, so he's playing for 6. He's gonna have like Orcs as well, probably, so he's gonna be potentially 7. And the only good card we are missing is Shillard. Everything else is worse. I guess Bribery could be better, but I would honestly just keep this.
Alright.
We want to have something decent from our leader. And 2-point guy gives a perfect body for Slave. And I think... Okay. That's annoying. I guess we play a Sire. And if he doesn't kill it, somehow we use Slave.
Yeah, he'll probably swears it. And we'll swears it back.
True.
Maybe he's got the win.
I mean, Wind doesn't do much here. I have premium Gimp.
Oh
I
yeah.
have it.
The only one I'm missing from Thronebreaker was the first one, where you had to let that elf live. It's the one that moves. It's a bronze card.
Okay, that's a good play.
So we.
Rosard? You mean Bomb Heaver or?
Yeah, it's either Bomb Heaver or one of the other ones, but you had to like let somebody live in like the very first quest, and if you didn't get the premium. It was like that kind of stuff.
And you were like a cruel guy.
I was. No, actually, I was pretty fair, I think, in Thronebreaker.
I think we play. Okay, so can you check deck? So we have Bribery and Shillard. I think we play Leto here onto Shillard. If he has second slave, he's playing Gimpy. And we kind of want to have the lock tag because of our 2-point guy.
Right. I wonder
And
if he'll
next
have
we'll
any.
probably go leader.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll have any like Latour, Damien shenanigans or anything like that.
I don't think so. I mean, this is what, like rank 4, right? So
Yeah.
that's not low, right? So I don't know. I would expect that kind of... Okay, so he has it. It's a bit unfortunate, but at the same time, it plays into Gimpy, right? So I think we take the Gimp here. He doesn't have the second slave, because he played it round 1, so he won't get any better.
No one insults Gimpy going.
We could even steal one of those if we think he's got.
Yes, if he has, in theory, it's like +1, right? So
Yeah.
That's a good call, Mr. Devil Driven.
Hey, I'm not a total scrub. Played this game for 3 years. I think I could get a couple good plays.
Yeah. Fair point. I mean, I think we're in a good spot.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
that was huge.
I think this this deck is favored against any NG deck, like mostly because of Shahan. Okay.
So we just swears that back, huh?
I think we go leader here, and try to get bribery into second Swiss or something like that. Okay, yeah, shield is good. And yeah, we swears it back, I suppose. Yeah.
Swears it back.
Come on, stalkers.
He still gets
You're
the
right.
Vivine on swears, but
Yeah, that's true. But I think we are in a okay spot. We could have also gone to like Shupe, try to high roll 3 times 3 damage and kill all the slaves. That probably was the play. Can still do it next turn. Unless he goes Dream Boy. No.
Vermeed, the one-time leader in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
That was so fun for like, what was it, a week?
yeah. I mean, to be fair, like it was a decent leader, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the funnest part. It's a very strong card. Okay, so he has double witch as well. So this is a very good information. So he didn't use. He's used Albric to find his Serret. So his Serret was set up to 7. So it means his Serret is at 1p now, which is pretty hilarious. It's either Serret or Ox, right?
So do we just Ox these two? Do we get that?
No, it doesn't work that way. I think we go Shupe and try to get 3 times 3 damage.
So we're going Hunter. Damage
Yes,
3.
and now we kill the both slaves and win the game.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, he's.
I think this guy is pretty fucked, to be like completely blunt. Like I think it just there's no coming back. He has a 1-point card in hand, which means his like Albrecht buff was also nullified. So,
Right.
Yeah. Not looking good for the homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Beast or man.
Exactly.
So it hit the Searet. Oh!
Okay. Probably Peter, right? Tries to get Peter here. Would make his leader be 7 points. Which is okay, I suppose.
We could just kill Searet, right? Be Peters it?
Yes, but he always has like Vivian target, right?
Oh wow.
Dies with it.
That's pretty powerful, I suppose. I think we actually go for full. Wait. Let's see what's the proper sequencing here. We know that he has Orcs, right? Which means our dude is already playing for 5 plus our own lock. It's like 6-point play. I think we play our slave onto Swiss. We lose 1 point if we played it like on slave driver, right? But we gain 2 more points on slave driver if we play it as last, right?
Right.
So technically we're gaining 1 point by doing this.
Yeah, the slave driver might win us the game, huh?
I count for that.
Okay, so there's the Peter. Now we can play Serret and kill his Serret.
This could hurt.
Nice.
If he has Vivian, he's still in the game, but we know one card is Orcs, which does nothing. It only empowers our dude.
Right.
Gives us +1 basically, so it's like technically 4-point play for him. Exactly. So now we play our own Orcs, walk whatever. Then our dude is playing for 6. Solid. It's a 4, it's solid.
Nice. Slave driver with the
Yeah.
with the power.
So I guess like his last card was Beardybog, which is like pretty sad. Won by quite a couple.
Ooh.
Okay, so the key card here is Trahern. Trahern into discarding waters, and then you banish the waters with Arbalest. Those are the 2 key cards. So let's try to find those. I think we mulligan Scholar, yeah. Gimpy could be okay. We on red, so Peter is good. Probably Cutthroat, I suppose.
Oh.
Nice. Trahern round 1. Very sweet.
Yes.
Honestly, like I think like at 8 provisions, the card is probably like fair because it can like low roll as well. So I don't know. I think it's like obviously the design is still like problematic. Like
Right.
nobody likes it, you know, when you play it against them. But it's not cheap, right? It's like 8 provisions. So I don't know. I think it's fair.
Right.
So I think we played the Sergeant back row.
Play around
We never play-
skirmisher shenanigans.
Exactly. They always savage, right? So no reason to play good. Yeah, but this is a water stack. So if you discard,
Oh boy.
so Mr. Devil Driven, do you believe in the discarding waters? Because I believe.
Okay, so we're going Trahorn.
Yep, and just discard the waters.
Yes.
Hey.
Exactly what's happening. So now the second part of the plan is to find Arbalest, and then he will concede. To banish the waters, and then
Right.
the guy probably doesn't have a secondary target, which is. I
Now
mean, he might have lesser.
He plays his dryads here, yeah.
Yeah. We know he's drawing into Milva.
And he's trying to get out apparently.
True, but I don't think we are worried here. I think we just play Peter on his buff thing. We have Gimpy for his drives as well. Gimpy's pretty huge. So if he passes here, I think we're fine. But he won't pass. He has engine, right?
Oh, so we steal that, huh?
Oh, no. We never win this round. We save that for round 3. I think we play our worst card now, which is Slave Driver. See what happens.
We just hit the 3.
It doesn't matter. Because we are passing after this probably. We can probably try to play Fake Syria as well. I don't think she's good in this matchup.
Careful, the moss. Don't trample it.
Okay, he's getting a couple of point roos here. Okay.
So now we're out, huh?
Wait, let me do the maths. 5. Yeah, I guess it's not worth it to commit big cards. Yeah, I would pass.
I was gonna say you
And
might
then
not
try
be
to
able
find
to.
Arbalest.
You might not
I
be
think
able to
we
catch
found
back
Arbalest.
up. The shuffle.
We could with Spears, I think, but yeah. Spears is like 9. Okay, that's a good carry play. There's the Arbalest, so I think we win. We mulligan, yeah, Knight Errant. Then Scholar. That's okay.
Alright. That's the problem.
We just banish it now, right? Or do we try
Okay.
to? We play
I mean,
this
that's
and
like if we-
this and infiltrator, right?
Then he has carryover. We can play.
Pikeman.
We can try to yoink it with Spears. Like the safe. So the question here is: do you think he will play or pass up this play?
I think he's gonna pass.
In that case, we can even like let that go through.
So Pikeman.
Pikeman and Infiltrator. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think he plays into this. There's no way. He wouldn't have played that first, you know?
True, we know he has Milva, right? That was his like top deck. Okay, so we play Infiltrator. Yeah.
If not by strength, then by stealth.
3 carryover ain't that great, you know?
It's gonna be 2, right?
Yeah.
And we banish the waters, and then when the dwarf goes to 3, we yoink it with spears. Pretty good. Nice!
Now we're drawing good.
Luck is useful, so I think we mulligan the knight. Then probably that.
That's good.
Okay, we didn't find witches, so it's kind of bad, but... Okay, so we banish the waters immediately. Yeah.
Wise choice.
Just, disable his leader.
Casual.
Yeah. It's a pretty gnarly combo, right? So now he goes Nova, then we hit Shupe 3 times 3, and then it's probably GG. Suppose.
Can dwarves fight?
Okay.
Fish piss in lakes.
So I think we going the Gabo.
Come on, stalkers. We ride.
Not bad.
Yeah, our gameplay is enabled on the dwarves as well. It's pretty okay.
I trust no one. Never ever.
Okay, Mr. Devil Driven, we have a couple options here. We can try to go 3 times 3, which like instantly wins the game. However, we could also go Gimpy here, then he plays another card, and then we try to hit random enemy, and then it's like 50-50. But potentially, the second card could also be an important engine, so I think the correct play here is to actually play Gimpy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because if we get random enemy and destroy the dwarf, we just instantly lose.
Right.
I mean, probably. Because it's like 33%. And now he might actually play a good card, in which case, even if we kill it, it's not that bad.
They don't play any artifacts, right?
No! Let the dough live!
So, like, for instance here, right? So if you destroy the chick, that's like 4 plus 4, 8, plus potential like 5, so it's still like 13-point Shupe. It's like, okay. So I think we go Shupe now and try to get random enemy.
That's knight, right?
Yes, no, it's Hunter.
Destroy
Yes,
a
that
random
one.
enemy.
Yes. And if you kill Milva, it's like super good. If you kill the other chick, it's still okay. That's what I was saying. Yeah, so now we win the game. Yeah, I mean, like, Shupe is listening to my commands, right? So that's
Yeah,
like,
he's on your team, man. He's like, this is the guy that plays with me all the time, man. We gotta, we gotta give him some highlights here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
like
I don't-
games.
I don't see any way that he wins.
No, it's impossible. I
We
guess
just-
we lock the chick with the no, with the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want to play Orcs from hand, because our leader can be 10 points on Sarit. If you find it with leader.
Yeah, we got Letho.
Okay, that's a dead. It's not dead, I guess. Yeah, it's still dead.
Bribery.
Leader, oh my god, leader onto that shit, that's so bad. That's
Onto
so,
a 2.
That's so bad. Okay, so we definitely go leader now. We didn't find Sarit. It's pretty bad. So our leader is only 6 points. It's bad.
So
We play Lato. Lato on... It doesn't matter. And now I guess we try to bribery some kind of damage, like Melee or something like that. Okay, so Ida is 7. We don't have... we have Barnabas is 8. So we play Barnabas. We have Gabo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, it's like 8-point bribery, I suppose. But it's really a shame we didn't draw the Sarit. So,
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have a 1-point card in his hand.
True, but he does get like lots of passive buffs. And we didn't even have like Slave Drow would actually be able to kill something here. Like
Nope.
Slave Drow would deal like 7, would be like 7-point card.
Double
So-
Dryad's Caress. Are we gonna lose to this horse shit?
I mean, probably not, to be fair, but it was still kind of unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
Manticore venom should do the trick.
So we
Okay,
can
so
flip that, huh?
that's our slave. Yeah. He plays Barnabas now. This deck runs Oak, so Shield is gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna crush him.
Why be summoned?
Okay, so he plays Oak next, I suppose. So he plays Shillard. Yeah. Probably back row because we want to play full Siri front row to move something from his back row to deny Oak value.
Mm.
But it doesn't matter since we're gonna play Orcs back row, so it's literally the same.
Will he play it now?
I mean, won't get.
Oh, he did it for us.
No. I mean, it's the same. Is there anything worth locking? Yeah, I guess we move something. We move something front row.
The good of the Empire.
It's so annoying that we weren't able to kill the Karas thingy. That's like so annoying. Like because like this deck has like infinite damage output, so it's kind of funny. Okay, that's Barney. And last card.
Does he win?
We actually Orcs back row. Yeah, we lose.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we lose. His last card is either Lacerate or Oak. And he gets +2 points.
No!
Okay, I guess.
I was gonna say, dude.
Maybe he had like some kind of toll removal. Like I don't know what it was.
Woo!
But yeah,
Awesome.
basically, so that's one of the biggest weaknesses of this deck. If you miss your Serret is actually most important card in the deck after Shupe.
Right.
Then your other two witches are very bad. And if you're playing against Anna, and if you miss your orcs, then like you also can lose the game, right?
Right.
So witches are super important, super key. So let's say like we had Serret in hand, we just like win that by 15 points at least, right?
Right.
So that's one of the weaknesses. But apart from that, like Shupe was super good. We discarded. We did like everything we wished, right? So
Yeah, we even had a shit hand and still pulled one out. So
yes,
pretty awesome.
Yes, yeah. So the deck performed well, I suppose, against this one. I think you're super favored against this Francesca shenanigans. Like you just have like lots of control, Gimpy strikes hard. And then of course you can discard waters as I had before seen, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
The first game was fun as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the video for today, guys. Like always, Monday, ladder leverage. Beardybog, thanks for stopping through. What do you got going on? You streaming? You doing anything else?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, also, like, I didn't know that you were recording this. Jesus Christ! I thought like I was gonna go with some like introduction to the deck.
We'll take care of that.
But yeah, like this deck is fun, guys. So like I think when it comes to NG, it probably is the best way to play it, in my opinion, because I think with NG as a faction, you need to high roll to actually win. And this deck is a definition of high rolling, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Shupe is the.
So we have like Trahan, we have like Shupe, we have bribery. Bribery can be nuts. So like in this game, bribery was like 8 points, which is like okay. I mean, it's like 8 for 8. Like it's obviously good. It's not like okay, but like you can hit Oak with bribery. You can hit like for instance like Ida against like Trav. It really is a very very neat card.
Absolutely.
I think. So yeah, as when it comes to me, I'm just like playing this game as I said in the beginning. Probably gonna stream later on today, and play some Shupe because that's what I do. I play Shupe decks. I think I played around 600 games of Shupe past season.
No Shupe achievement. Where's the Shupe achievement? Repke, you gotta get on Burzo for the Shupe achievement.
Yeah, I think I want some kind of like Shupe title or something because I think I've been playing Shupe like non-stop past like 2 seasons. So it's kind of funny because I never consider myself to be like a Shupe player like in Beta Gwent. I mean, I played it as much as any guy, but in this iteration of Gwent, I really love the card.
Yeah.
It just like makes so many matchups like super interesting. And then of course like gives you win con.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Huge.
Mr. Delvatron, if you have any question regarding the deck or anything of the kind, like
We'll do that. We'll do that at the beginning here. But I just want to say thank you for stopping through, dude. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, so like always, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, brother.
No, thank you. It was very fun, very fun.
And like always, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next Monday on Ladder Leverage.